Hey folks, Motorbind here. So today I'm working on a 2020 Ford Fiesta ST. On this one here, customer was driving me a little bit too fast and lost control, ran out of talent, and hit the curb. She's damaged the rim on the side. As you can see, spare was on it. I'm not dealing with that. That's his own thing. What he has done though is he's bent the lower control arm, snapped the drop link in half, and he's bent and damaged the track rod, inner track rod, and the track rod end, as well as he's due for some brake pads. So that's what we're going to do today. Motor Mind. So I've kind of already got started on this because I kind of forgot to start taking a video. So we'll just crack on here. So I've just done so far, removed the wheel. So don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Helps me out loads and helps me make more content, and for YouTube to recommend my channel to other people who might be interested in this. Thanks for watching and enjoy my video. Wheels jacked it up, it's on jacks. We're going to I took the ball joint off, the outer tie rod off. Sorry, so bolt there goes into the knuckle. This is my turn because it's all bent, and just give a little wax on there with a hammer, and then it usually just pops straight out. So we're replacing that anyways. Replacing this guy, so I'm gonna have to get in there, take the track rod off. So I'm gonna take the boot off. I have to reach back up in there. It's a bit of a pain. So get light in there. So way up in there. Let's somehow get up in there. Pull the boot off, pull it down, and then we'll take it off from the rack. But I'll turn the steering further out to get to that. But first I'm going to get the arm off because I didn't get the lower control arm off. It'll just make life a lot easier. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I've got the bolt out. The lower control arm goes there. Obviously it goes in this way. Sits in there, of course. So what we're going to try to do here, so my own, I get a big bar, so you can see it. Pick a big bar and go in this way here, and we're going to pull the arm straight down. So let's see if we can get it done here. Hit it a few times here. Right. Oh, see, sorry about the noise, and that doesn't work. I'm going to get a hammer up into here. And I'm just going to chisel it here. Swing at it. Easier this way. This is a lot easier on the left. It's working. Big hammer. Let's go in. Almost got it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, easier to do that. So you can see card's in the way. It is actually coming out, as you can see there. See? So almost got that. Just gotta work on it a bit. See here, open it up a bit more, and it should be out. I'm trying my new tripod here, so yeah, bear with me. I know some people complained about my camera work, but I'm a mechanic, not the cameraman. But I'm doing my best. That hopefully should be enough. Obviously it'd be easier if this arm wasn't damaged. That's it. Okay. This is free. Take Mr. Big Bar out. That goes. And take it. Just a little. Okay. The next order of business is I'm going to take these guys off here. So there's a bolt in there at the side. And there's a bolt on the front there for the side. And then this guy should be out. So we'll start with the back one, I think. No, there's a nut on top, there isn't. So I'll get that guy out. Alright, so get this out. Use the big boy, the big DeWalt. Going the right way. Maybe that wouldn't stand up to that very well, so yeah, a new toy. And come on, you. That's it. That's one. And two, and I'll probably have to take off that lower thing there, so. Big bar out of the way for now. Right, just gonna take this under tree off real quick so we can access. This little Torx hold on along the front. And it's coupled in the back. Now you can get access to that guy there. It's bigger than 15, isn't it? A 17? That's an 18, I think. here, 18, yeah. Little DeWalt and this little Fiesta swing wheel makes life so much easier, the whole thing. Right. Pull this back a bit and we'll stick the thing. Right. And it should come straight out. Should be nothing word there. So that gives you an idea. So what that one looks like. That's how it should look. So yeah, bent like a banana. Customer opted for used ones, that's why it's all wrapped up like that. I tried to convince him to go for the Ford one, but money. So, drop link won't be a massive deal. Drop link is just a bolt there, a bolt back there, and you might need a little spanner going behind there to hold them so they don't spin, but we'll try them out. Not a big deal. So I'll get that done. And this guy, I gotta do this guy as well. So, the customer's going to take this to shop and get the tracking done. I did already inform him about that, but I told him to get as close as I can, so I count it off and count the new one back on to the new one. So, we'll see. I decided to, just because how bent that is, wasn't entirely certain how this was, so I just replaced the outer track rod end as well as the track rod that's bent. Because all that force has gone through here, obviously, so we don't know the ball joints that can here, so just safe and sorry. Everything else, luckily subframe, everything else seems to be fine. He did a little bit of body damage, which, you know, they'll have to get that repaired somewhere else, but that's cosmetic. Whatever, I mean, leave it like that so he can be a reminder to himself. What do they say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes? Well, we've all done it. I mean, I myself. Oh, so I did that. It was different. I did have the wrong tires on, but it was in the middle of winter. And I hit black ice and had a blowout at the same time. And it ditched my car and doing some damage on the passenger side. But his ladder had on collision, so I chose ladder. That's all I'm getting out of that one. So I'll have to go underneath and see what we can do here. So the rockiness, that thing's a little loose. Okay, so you need to get in there, and that could be a fun part. Okay, so you need to get that boot off. Well, I'll go underneath and see what we can do. See if I can get some light down here. I'll put this guy down here. You guys down for a second. See if I can get some light where I need it. There's this guy. Over there with that, so, and we're going to, so just give us a minute here. Alright, so you'll see very well. Back in there, it's got a metal strap that goes around the boot. Okay, so at any rate, there, back in there. It kind of bumps up, and it's been crimped. Actually, it's right there. You'll see it. So I see I can get my screwdriver in there. Just for those I have a hard time seeing. Right there. Right. So we need to separate that open a bit, and the strap will come off. And all I have to do, I don't have one of those, just get some big zip ties and zip ties it back together. It'll be fine. I've never had a problem, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna take the screwdriver back in there, that little loop I showed you, and I'm just gonna twist it. And not have my tripod fall over. These things lock out, they don't. It's only a little tripod I have, so. Get the guy in there, see? I'm just going to separate that open. Oops. I'm trying to get the camera. Sorry, clumsy today. I don't know if it's enough. That'll be the top. Yes, it is. That'll do me. I'm gonna pull the boot. This, I was hoping to be a little bit different. I'll have to make do with what we got, right? That's it. Okay. So that's the inner track rod there. Right. I was hoping that it would have two big, usually have cutouts each side. You can put a big spanner on it and knock it off. This ain't got that, so still doable, but just a bit more of a pain in the ass to do. This should thread off of there. Sometimes you try not to work. These guys here are a bit of a job. Bigger channel locks would be handier. So these guys here have had the crap knocked out of them for years. So worn out these. I don't know if I'm net. What's on there? Let's see what else I got in my arsenal. Alright, folks. See what together. Just had to take my channel locks up a bit. So let's try that. Spin this guy off. As you can see, there's threads inside there. take this guy off. Obviously there's a new part. Now this one here has the little cutouts, as I said, on each side. I'm gonna put her back in. I'm gonna wrench here for that, but I'll check and see here real quick. What do I have here? Even then, I don't think I have a wrench I need for this. Not even close. But this guy took the other one off. These guys are putting the new one back on. It locks itself on now. Anyways, same thing. Alright, that's for the boot. Put the boot on now. Put this guy up here. I'll pull the boot off the other one. I've got to take off the truck right in anyways, so. Should I do that now? Let's not have that so crooked. So, there's a track rod. Obviously, we need to get this guy off here, don't we? I might be able to reuse this thing still, by just clamping that back together. We'll see. If not, I'll stick some zip ties on those big ones. Take that off, but we'll try. Right, so voice things voiced, and undo this guy here, and then I count how many times this comes off, and then remember that, and the new one goes on the same amount of times. I guess pretty close to having the tracking back where it was, in theory. It might be a little bit off. Doing other suspension stuff work as well. That's why I said he needs to have the tracking done on this vehicle. I think it's 22. Of course. Let's see if we can get you in here. Now, what I'm going to do is just going to hold it there. It's kind of like we're doing tracking. I'm just going to pop this guy off here. Okay, like so. Now let's back that off. Okay, so I don't think that guy moved, so we'll count it from where this guy is here. So you ready? I'm going to hold it nice and steady. It was up and down. We're going to count it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half. Okay. So that works. 16 and a half. Get that. That works all right. Doing one side. If we're doing both sides, that works not quite as good. I find the tracking doesn't hold up as well. I need to get some of the nuts off because I need to get the boot off. 16 and a half. Just trying to remind myself. I'll behave. Matter with this arm because. Okay. Oh, I was going to have to ease it off there, aren't I? Okay. Once again, bent. No good. I'll put this guy here. Let's go. Shit. In theory, I hope it didn't. Get the pop back out. The old screw down there. And it will pop back out. And we'll get it back out. Arm. I would like to say, do not be doing this kind of work if you're not confident in it, okay? It's a steering, suspension, we're doing brakes. So if you're not quite sure what you're doing, just take it to a mechanic, okay? Just take it somewhere, have them do it. You're done right. Okay? We're talking safety systems here. You don't want to be messing around if you're not sure, if you're not confident, okay? So, just my little public service announcement. And I don't be responsible for any damage you do to your vehicles, or if you do this work and bad things happen, I'm not held responsible. It's like off Scotty Kilmer and all that, about how he goes hangs on, how long is he in the trade, and all this and that, but, you know, whatever. I've been in this trade for over 25 years, so properly trained. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Lock that up there like this. White like that. And put this right into the knuckle. shit, I like the boot on. Okay. For now, I see that guy in there. Now I should. Okay, I do actually have proper pliers for them. It's getting it in there. And they're not here. Alright folks, so what I've decided to do here is I've kind of binned off that metal strap as I've gone for the zip tie instead. I can show you it's there, but it's still zip tied on properly and everything else. So it's just the zip tie is a bit easier to get on there. And loop it around, put it back, zip it up, and tighten it down. So, like I said, it's not going to cause any problems. There's not a lot of strain on that, and it'll hold just as well. Probably even better because I can get the tension back on it. The metal one, sometimes reusing them, you don't get tension back all the way. So alright, okay, there's on there. Alright, so now it's just a matter of on this guy here, on this vehicle, I'm gonna put my other track rod on and on there. Okay, the last thing that needs to come off is the drop link. But it's not a massive deal. And then obviously do a set of brakes. Alright, so the truck rod next. You guys can see that. I will zoom this a little bit and go a bit wider. This makes it easier to see. Okay, so where are we at here? Okay. So do the lower one here first, and then I'll take the other one off the strap. Alright, done with that. Well, I didn't rat wrench in there. Get this noise. 15 yet. Maybe I'll get lucky with this. You know, in 2 seconds. Let's let it spin the whole damn thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my impact on there. I only made short work of this, but I'll do something else. The reasons why I got these is for these exact jobs. Just finding the balance. And making sure it stays on there. This is going to be difficult, isn't it? Okay, it's not working. Went away skinning cat. What's that metal part outside? Slipping off the shoulder. I don't want to hold on closer inside. This is gonna cause probably spin on me. Let's try it, but I don't think it's gonna work. Lucky. Prove me wrong. Hey. Off. I'll put one a little bit easier. These guys. Usually. You notice this one here, if you look in there, it's actually showing you take it off. It should be alright going on. You can put a little spanner in there, it'll come right off. Sorry about that, the customer's mom couldn't talk to me there, so. Alright, so, yeah, I had to hold on to these guys to get it on, so. That's not what I wanted. What is that? Oh, that's kind of productive. What if I do the same thing? No. That's weird. I've never seen anything like that. It actually threaded. There's two nuts on these things, and it threaded itself off. Odd. Link on. Do the lower control arm. I haven't reminded you already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like my channel, like my video if you like this, comment down below, and please subscribe. Helps me out, algorithm out, load, helps my channel out load. And if I get more people watching and start making a little money at this, or whatever, then I'll start doing more videos. I would have preferred a new one, but we'll just deal with what we got here. And everything else is new, but it's just the fella had to save money somewhere, so. Get in there. It will go in. It's just going to take a little bit of wiggle in. I might just take this off here. Leave that guy there. And this might allow me a little bit more room and space there. That's it. Right. Okay, so like that. Trying to get it all lined up here. Threads and everything lined up. That's it. So then I just had to wiggle things a little bit. And the lower part here. Wiggle, put it in there. Alright. Once you're happy with the threads, start it in there. We'll do it up. Okay, so that's in there now. Here you get the lower ball joint in there, put it lined up the best you can, and usually it's just cases, give it a little just gives a little wiggle and a little tippity top. I'll get the right hammer, I don't want to hurt that ball joint. Because that was a used one, it was a little bit crusty. So it didn't go in as nice as a new one would have gone. Straight in, slid right in there. But it still worked, so, and it was cheaper, and that's what the customer wanted. So it's his car. Right, just gonna tighten some stuff up. So you used the right socket. The right socket, but I didn't. That happens when you don't look. The socket you have on your gun. And there. That's how good it is. Right. Okay, I was doing this guy here. Come on, you. So hold on to the side here. Right. The lower ball joint up. Okay. The shock rod on. I imagine it's going to be an 18. First time, I think. It's on there tight. It's on there tight. It's tight, it's tight, it's tight, it's tight. Okay. So that, my friends, is how battery light died. That part's done now. Okay. So now we do the brakes. All we're doing is just pads. These discs were slightly lipped, not that bad. They'll survive on a set of pads, and depending on his driving style, you might need new discs and pads next time around. But I consider this vehicle's about 2 years old. And the pads aren't like metal to metal, but they are close. They're close. So, and he did opt for some Brembo pads. And judging by how this young fella likes to drive, it might not be a bad idea. I'll show you this one side. This side's going to be the exact same procedure, so we'll just do the one side for This is box standard stuff, really. And some of you guys may already know how to do this. That's fine, it's cool. But make a part of this video. So these guys here, this is the caps off in there, and it is a, let's see, Allen key 7, number 7 Allen key. And these guys are your bolts as well as your slides. And so I'm going to take that guy off. Don't forget to put it back on. I have seen that happen. Okay. These guys here. Once I'm done, I'll slide out. Don't have to take them completely out if you don't want to. It's just enough. It's not engaged. And then these are a bit stuck. These are OEM pads. These are factory installed pads are on this. I don't think these are. So I may have to see right here. So I'll pry the pad away a little bit. Okay, I should. Screws this. Just a quick tip when you're doing brakes, always just like at least pop the reservoir. Is lets the pressure that you when you push the calipers back just escape out. I usually just kind of just pop it off a little bit, don't take it off completely. So you don't want to lose your cap. This water, I know water. Brake fluid absorbs water from here. Right. And it'll make your brake fluid. You know, it's just sitting there, there's water in it, it'll actually make it more thinner, and it can tend to get brake fluid just have it exposed to the air. See? It's because the inside lip was grabbing my desk a bit. Okay, don't let your calipers hang. Right, that's bad for the rubber hose. Spikelet. Some guys say, just don't do it. You know, and some of these guys say, I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem right then and there. But down the road, when it ends up into another shop, and they gotta deal with the problem. I don't think these guys are sided. You need to watch for some of this stuff. And these performance brakes, they can be sided left and right. Normally it'll say on them left and right. And if you look at them, you'll see the difference. They're not. When you're doing discs, you're doing pads and brakes, I'm using some silicone, metal free stuff. You just want to put a little bit on, don't put a ton. This where it contacts. So you see like that there. Right there. Okay, that's where it contacts stuff. I usually put a little bit dab on the outside here. Just to help a little bit. Right? The contacts on caliper there. Okay. So I'm going to set this guy in here. I'm going to push the caliper back. I'll show you. I don't know about doing that. I have a little special tool myself. Not that expensive to get. And if you're doing these Fords and stuff like that, you need these, especially if you're doing the back brakes. Actually, most modern vehicles nowadays need some like this. And it pushes the calipers back, especially in the rears, but also can use it for the front as well. You need this guy here, this guy here, and this guy here. Alright, I'll show you here in a second. It'll set up. It's gonna look like that. Okay. You can get those on eBay, Amazon, and stuff like that. They're not too expensive, and they're definitely handy. Obviously, there are other places to get them. Depends how much you want to spend. If you're just a DIY guy, just get the cheap ones. Alright, they do just as good a job, especially unless you're doing stuff every single day. And you're doing a lot of breaks. You may want something more tougher, but even then, there's not a lot of difference. You may get a few more extra fittings and stuff like that with more expensive ones. Get in there. But in the end, they all do the same thing. You can get pneumatic ones, they're quite nice. And if you work in a shop, air system. And they're pretty slick. I like the pneumatic ones, but this guy's here. Those do the same job. Okay, now push it back like that. Now how I usually do brakes. If you've seen my other videos, is I'll do I'll like take the tires off both sides, each side. Then I'll take caliper off each side. And then I'll go back and forth. So you should do each procedure, do it both sides real quick. It actually ends up being faster doing it that way. If you don't believe me, see some of the guys that work in the workshop. There's one guy. I worked at Land Rover. We're both doing brakes in the vehicle. He's actually has more experience, had more time than I did. And for him to do one set of brakes, I was able to do 3. So I did both the fronts, and I started on the rears before he got one rear done. So, proof's been putting my friends. This is something I was taught. It's a flat rate way of doing it. Anybody who wants to be quicker, works in the trade, do it the other way. Trust you to do the way I do it. Because you got the tool in your hand, you're doing the procedure. You'll find it's going to be a lot faster. It's back in here. You'll feel it. I'm using on the ratchet, but you can take the ratchet off. It's a bit easier to feel it if you're not quite experienced. Make sure you don't want to cross thread these. It's not very cool if you do. I'm doing it by feel because I know 3/8 I think it should be, but you might want to use torque specs on all this stuff. I'm doing it long enough. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so once you got that on there, calipers in there, right on. You know, put these little. Try to get you guys so you can see it. These guys here can be a pain. And they use them on different vehicles. So I usually do it like this here. You hold it in so you get clipped in there, and then bend it around. And if you need to, have the hand string, like I do, just take a screwdriver, stick it in there, flip it around. Okay, and that's done. That's front brakes on a Ford Fiesta. The printer's the same thing. I think the Focus is the same thing. Most Fords the same thing. So make sure to see it's all good. After you're done doing brakes, tighten down your reservoir cap. Get inside before you start the vehicle or anything. Push the brake pedal all the way down. It'll go down probably all the way to the floor. Bring it up, push it down, keep pumping it until it goes nice and hard. Then, especially if you're doing front brakes, take the vehicle out for a drive. and then kind of go up to a nice little decent speed. When and if it's safe, then push on the brakes really nice and hard, and just kind of, you know, do your bed them in, seat them in, and just make sure that because the first stop, it may not be there. You need to heat up a little bit and kind of bed into the, especially if you got new discs, old discs, bed them in, and it just helps me to bite into the surface and conform to the surface. So let's take it up for a drive, go up, get to decent speed when it's safe to do so, push on the brakes, come right almost to a complete stop, and let off, speed up again, and do that again a couple times, and just kind of beds them in and gets them so that they conform to the shape of the disc. So that's about it. So like I said, don't forget to like this video if you like it. It's a bit long, I know, it's a bit more stuff than I have done. I'm going to try to do a bit more in-depth videos. And subscribe, click the like button, comment down below, and just remember, you look after your vehicles and they'll look after you. Alright, have a good one, see you again.